Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we're taking a look at the Star Trek event. I've been having so much fun playing this game mode. Wargaming really cooked with this one. The Destroyer especially has been an absolute blast to play. This whole game mode is very different from the base game of World of Warships. It is PvE, so no PvP here. It is just relaxing, chill, blasting people with laser beams. The sound design is excellent. Wargaming really just overall did a great job. The gameplay, the art department, everything is super fun. The only critique I would have is it's a bit confusing on the rewards and how you actually unlock different upgrades on these ships. I'll talk about that towards the end once we're in port and I can show you it. It's not too complicated once you know, but I was confused for a little bit myself. This destroyer, though, has to be one of the most fun options, at least right now. I haven't unlocked everything yet, certainly only tried one or two of the upgrades, but the DD here with the first or second gun upgrade, I think this is the third gun upgrade, is so much fun. It reloads incredibly quickly. Low damage, sure, but the absurd amount of citadels you can rack up damage very, very quickly. Our alternate guns here, or option for firepower, is like photon torpedoes. They're like not hit scan, but they travel so quickly that, man, they are fun to use as well. Single launch, and you can just easily deal a ton of damage to enemy ships. What's cool about this game mode too is there's different secondary tasks. I didn't realize this initially as I was just going in and shooting people with lasers. That was really the whole idea. But it's nice to see a game mode here. PvE, so much effort put into it. We also get different tasks to accomplish. So each game does feel a little bit different, even though it is the same map. The spawns are different, and this ship is so fun, man. As far as the first upgrade goes, I think these guns have to be the first one to go for. Again, we'll talk about how to do that later, but it's so much fun, man. The other thing to note is there are buffs you can pick up. Sometimes when, I think, killing enemy ships, there's options for temporary buffs you can receive in-game, and you definitely want to be going to receive those. The enemy battleships, cruisers, and destroyers all have shields, though. So do you. And it's important to note that certain armaments are better or worse against shields or HP. Specifically, the lasers, we don't have those on this ship, but your main guns having a laser are going to be much more effective against shields. You saw the Disruptor, which I think is a Des Moines class, had the lasers. There were green lasers it was shooting, and those are much more efficient at taking out shields. But they do less damage to the actual hull of the ship. They can't even get citadels, is the idea here. So if you're trying to help your teammates, you'll probably want to go lasers and take out the shields. If your goal is pure damage, then yeah, the normal main guns are going to do a much better job. The shields go down relatively quick anyway, I find. I love these little photon torps, man. They go so quick, it's hilarious. It can even take out a destroyer that quickly. The ship also has a shield generator. That's your R key. All ships have a shield, and they recharge at differing amounts of times, but basically, if you haven't been shot at or taken damage in, I think, 50 seconds base, maybe that's the Battleship one I'm thinking of, but you get the shield to recharge then at that point. It takes a little bit for it to heal back, but you don't necessarily have to use your consumable to recharge your shield. It'll automatically do it after a set amount of time. This R key also repairs all fires and broken parts of your ship and gives you a certain chunk of your shield back instantly. So it's pretty valuable to hold on to it. There are certain attacks that the enemy ships have that you need a shield for. Basically, it's when they launch out essentially what is a test for Tomahawk missiles, I think, is at least what it looks like to me. They do a ton of damage to your hull, but your shield can tank them relatively easily. So you want to hang on to them for that, that's for sure. We'll show those a little bit later. I've got the DD here first, and I've got a battleship game for you as well. And then we'll finish off with the cruiser, which I think the cruiser might be the most powerful, at least in its base form. I haven't had, again, the option to test all the different modules yet. I will happily be doing that over the next few days or weeks even. Again, I've been having so much fun in this game mode. I gotta play it some more. But at its base, the cruiser is absolutely insane. Although you do have some limited consumables, is the idea on some of these ships. The shield generator, your repair, can be limited, so you have to be a little bit more careful there. Limited on smokes, but this isn't the longest game mode either, keep in mind. So it's okay to just spam out some of your consumables. Interesting to note, though, is we're barely able to clear some of these islands. It's very important your positioning of your ship in this game mode, much more so than I would say in standard World of Warships, at least when it comes to shooting your main guns. Even here, without the laser beam main guns, the arcs are just almost non-existent. The lasers have no arcs at all. They're basically hit scan. And even a tiny little island is going to block them entirely. So you really got to be aware of your positioning. As for the torpedoes here, they fly so quickly that it's very easy to just point at the gray line and get a ton of damage in. I have noticed, though, that they do much better damage against the hull of the enemy ship, the actual HP pool, although they can still get the shields down relatively easily. You also get the option to run a carrier, the Enterprise. I haven't run it myself yet, but it seems very powerful. That one you unlock further down the reward line. I'll show that at the end, but as you gain stars, here we just eliminated cruisers, so that counts as a star towards our progression here. There's 5 stars in the game, I believe. So any given match, if you win and complete all the secondary objectives, you can get up to 5 stars. And those stars then correlate to what is a special battle pass that, it's not a battle pass because you're not paying for it, but a progression line that gives you certain rewards, including the Enterprise partway through. Slowly dealing damage to the shields here, but making sure we get our torpedoes away. And we launch some into islands. All of these ships seem to slow down rather slowly, though. They don't stop quickly at all. So you're going to drift behind islands when you might otherwise not want to. The smokes typically are going to be fuel smokes as well. They seem to keep up with you relatively well. And then with the destroyer base one here especially, you're going to have a reasonable amount of time to just farm out of it. And with this gun upgrade here, this is the 3rd slot one. It's so much fun to just farm. We're already up to 600,000 damage in this one. And the torps reload rather quickly. I would recommend, especially with these torpedoes, launching in groups of 4. It's much like the single launch torps you find on British DDs, where you're going to want to at least launch everything out of one of the racks of torps. That way it can go on a reload. If you leave one available to fire, it's just not going to reload any of the others. So launch in sets of 4, I would say. Absolute monster amounts of citadels, man. I don't know if I got it in this game, but a different game, I got up to 100 citadels on one of the battleships. Like the little icon in the right there, counting the number of hits all at once. It's absolutely crazy. Super fun to do this. Now, I'm going to make a mistake here. I see my teammate pushing the enemy battleship, and we launch every single one of our torps into him. So I probably could have got up over 800,000 damage in this one if I hadn't messed that up. 55 seconds left until the shields go up. We just have to survive at this point. We got to kill 4 more ships and ensure we maintain at least 4 of the cap zones, which is not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes the bots will leave the cap zones on their own, but it seems like they have a set target cap zone to go after, and they'll pass through quicker ones or ones closer to where they spawn to go for that specific one. And it's important that you keep an eye out for that because it's very easy to lose based on that. Our teammates all go down, and it's just up to me. 19 seconds we got to live and kill 1 more ship. So we do use our radar, which we do have a nice radar on this one at the moment. And hopefully we can take out this destroyer. Radar goes down, he goes dark, but with such a fast fire rate, we can just sort of trace where he is and where he's going. And take him out. We clutch it up. We win this match with nearly 800,000 damage. So much fun, man, to play this game mode. It is just lighthearted, just silly fun, I gotta say. And best of all, I suppose, is that your credit income isn't too bad, and especially because there's no repair fee. So there's nothing preventing you from just earning credits in this game mode. Notice we get that next reward there, those 10 tokens. That's what you need to actually buy the upgrades you unlock. I'm not a huge fan of this, but again, we'll look at that at the end. But those tokens and the unlocks are a little bit confusing. So all that 470,000 credits are just pure profit because there is no nothing spent. Notice here in this last screen, we didn't spend anything to play this mode. So that's just pure profit, which is really nice to see. It's a fun game mode and you can earn some credits in it very nicely. Also, if you noticed at the bottom there, all of the Commander XP that is earned goes into Elite Commander XP, which if you're a new player, you probably don't have a lot of. That goes towards allowing you to respec commanders for free. I mean, without spending doubloons, real money, it allows you to do that by spending Elite Commander XP. Also, you can use it to retrain commanders for different ships without spending doubloons. And I guess it also, if you have a lot of it, allows you to very, very quickly get yourself up a few levels. If you have a lot of it, you can instantly get to a 21-point commander. At that point, once they're 21 points in the base game, that's when you start earning Elite Commander XP, and it's a bit of a snowball effect for players who've been playing the game a long time. Myself, I have close to 20 million Elite Commander XP, and that's not like a CC benefit. That's just purely, I've played this game a long time, and I have a lot of 21-point commanders. It's one of the things where new players certainly do have a tougher time relative to people who've played the game a long time. I wouldn't call it pay to win, but it's a massive advantage for those who have been playing a long time. As for the Battleship now, though, this one feels like the weakest to me, at least in its base form. Again, have not been able to try it fully upgraded yet. There's some serious secondary buffs apparently to this ship, which could be very interesting. The secondaries being excellent against the actual HP pool of the enemy ships. And I'm using one of the gun upgrades here. The third gun upgrade is what I unlocked. When you unlock one of the slots on your ship, you unlock that slot for each class, for the cruiser, the destroyer, and the battleship. So the same gun upgrade that gave us that insane reload on the destroyer gives us the slowest reload on the battleship. But what these lasers do is essentially one-shot enemy shields. And there's a bit of a combo you can do there with that and this 3 key. This is the Tomahawk missiles key, basically, where you're able to send out like a submarine ping, and then the Tomahawk missiles fly towards the enemy ship, but doing a ton of damage to their HP pool. Fortunately, if you miss, you're not too penalized by it as well. It only goes on full reload when they actually launch these missiles. And a very good idea with this battleship is going to be wait until your ping goes out. You've got the lock on with the missiles. They fly out. They look really cool, I'm not going to lie. And then spam down the enemy shield. Specifically when it comes to the cruiser, there you go, one-shot them just like that. When it comes to the cruiser shield, it takes 2 shots to take out the cruiser shield from full HP with these guns. The battleship takes all 3 guns, and the destroyer takes 1. So you're going to want to either shoot everything into a battleship, or you're going to want to shoot 2 turrets at a cruiser, and then the last turret at a DD. That's going to be the most efficient way of doing things. I gotta say, though, a little worried about Tomahawk missiles being tested for the base game. I really hope Wargaming doesn't go there. It's fun to play in this mode, but I really think it's going to be unfun to fight. Specifically because airstrikes, the Dutch cruiser line, it sucks to fight against those. Obviously, it sucks to fight against carriers and subs. Any of this stuff where it's... I just don't want it in the game, man. I really don't. In modes like this, sure. If Wargaming's doing more PvE stuff, then yes, definitely bring on more of this stuff. If they're gonna do mission chains, maybe they do some more modern historical PvE game modes. That could be cool, but not in the base game, man. It's so good, the base game, and I don't want more of this stuff. Notice the enemy DD starts capping. Here's something you might be able to do if this gets launched into the game. What if you just blind ping an enemy destroyer and then launch some homing Tomahawk missiles at them? I just don't want this in the main game, okay? It's funny here. It's hilarious here. It actually saves the cap in this case here. But I don't know if I want that in the base game. So feedback for Wargaming. It's cool in PvE, but please Please keep it out of the PvP modes. Please, I beg you. Notice how much damage we were able to do that DD. Feels good, but again, the slow reload here. I think this one's going to be very good once I get some of those secondary upgrades to get them to do more damage, faster reload. You noticed earlier on, one of our teammates had a more upgraded version of the Battleship that had those photon torpedo things. I probably got the names wrong on these, I apologize, but the torps on the Battleship apparently exist. So take out the shields with the main guns, let the secondaries, the torps go to work. Could be a cool option to have, certainly. And notice how the lasers from the enemies take out our shield rather quickly. That's the key here, is against those lasers, it's your shield's not going to last very long. And then as soon as they're out, the enemy normal guns are going to kill you rather quickly, or at least do more damage to your hull. It seems like you're relatively tanky, though, I gotta be honest with you. And again, there's tons of buffs to get by playing through this game mode. It's kind of massive, some of the buffs you can receive. By completing some of the collections, actually, you can get consumable reload time down as well, which is very powerful. I haven't mentioned it yet, but the F key here is basically just an overall buff to our damage. Every form of damage we're doing, it's a buff to it. So if we're getting potential damage, I believe, is the way that we farm that up, then we're going to be able to use that. And we might need to use that rather soon if a DD shows up for us. Notice here, use our main guns to do the combo. 3-shot his shield. We have our missiles out and nearly one-shot him. Yep. Again, if that goes to PvP, that's gonna suck. In PvE, though, it's a cool tactic, I gotta say. I panic pop this F key. And there's only 2 of us left. We still have an option to 5-star this mission, though, so hopefully we can get it done. Enemy destroyer, full shields, but low HP, so we do have to take out that shield first. I gotta say, I like the gameplay element of a shield and an HP pool. It allows you to play aggressive when your shield is up, and then when your shield goes down, then you're vulnerable to taking much more damage. And it's cool, man. That kind of gimmick could be fun in a PvP mode, although I don't think it fits the World War II element of the game for sure. But if they have a more modernized version, maybe. But the shield allowing you to push in and brawl it out and get into the action, and then when it goes down to play a little more passive after that, is very interesting to me. It's a lot of fun in this PvE game mode here. Enemy battleship is maybe too close for our missiles to arm on. That's something I figured out when I was playing with Malta, actually. They have a minimum arming distance where they can't get down and actually hit the enemy ship, so I'm not actually going to use them here. Something to note, though, is you can launch the ping and the missiles go out. You get the full reload then, and someone else might destroy that target before your missiles get there, and then they're just a waste. So you do want to be a little bit careful. Maybe coordinate with your teammates if you're running a div. That would be a smart thing to do, I guess. You'll see, guys. You'll see. But yeah, our missiles are a little bit wasted there. Our third game might not be a post-commentary. I had a lot of fun playing this with Malta specifically, and even solo here on the playing on NA here is pretty good. The lasers don't do a ton of damage to the main ship, especially relative to that reload, the HP pool there. It's very close to us winning this game here, and we just got to eliminate, what, 3 more ships? But notice I got pinged. Yeah, the enemy DD has those missiles, and look at how much damage they just did to me. Relative to the main guns of the enemies, it does a lot more. It does negligible damage, though, to your shield, so definitely want to save your repair available to instantly gain back some shield, and for when those photons, or I don't even know what they're called, but I'm going to call them tomahawks, I guess, come for you. It's one of the heavier hitting weapon types, I suppose. The destroyer torps also do a ton to you as well. So you got to be a little bit careful. You can't just full send it. We're the last one left, and the shields go up, so we do achieve victory in that case, but we still have to kill one more ship to actually get out of here and win this game. It's not won quite yet. At least for a 5-star. So it's time to use our last tomahawks here, hoping to finish off this cruiser. Again, the different setup of secondary missions makes it much more replayable than previous missions. I'm a little sad to see no Halloween mission this year, I gotta say, but this one is so fun and relatively dynamic compared to some of the other PvE missions we've had in the past. That, as much as I would love to have a Halloween theme instead of a Star Trek theme during this time, this is such a fun game mode that I'm not too broken up about it. So even with the Battleship, we are almost at 500,000 damage and a solid result out of this one. I don't think this is the optimal build quite yet. Still got to play around with the Battleship, certainly, but the Destroyer with those rapid fire guns and what you're about to see out of, I believe, just the base cruiser is pretty incredible. Lots and lots of fun to have. Oh, looks like I unlocked the Enterprise after this match. So there you go. 5-starred it, managed to achieve victory. And again, got full credit reward and the Elite XP. Very, very nice to see. Now, though, I will leave you to the live commentary with Malta. Oh, I get infinite shield regen, though. That's cool. We do like that.
I speak for the collective. I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many.
Dude, this gun reload is dog shit.
Yeah, what's your reload?
44 seconds. I don't even want to... I can't shoot here because the island...
GG.
Brother. Oh, there it is, though.
Oh!
What? I mean, did that do anything?
Okay,
I guess it
we
one-shots
the
the shield.
cruiser.
One-shot shields. Jedi? Guys, we're playing on Arrakis. There ain't no Jedis on Arrakis. Angle killer.
Engine boost activated.
This team's so cool. Yeah, man, I love Dune, bro.
He went high damage, high reload build. Uh-oh.
High damage, high reload? High damage, high
Apparently.
dog shit, more like.
Apparently, there's choices to do one of each. I don't know.
High damage, let's see. I'm gonna shoot at this Republic. If I don't one-shot him with beams, it's useless.
Are the beams better at...
Different ranges? I don't think so.
shields specifically?
Yeah, they're meant to be against shields.
Oh!
No, that wasn't me, though.
No? Oh, okay.
No. If that was me, it would have been worth it, you know? You just see white bars. No way. This one sucks.
Unlucky.
Damn, it's Halloween today and all the streamers are dressing up. I didn't dress up because I don't give a fuck for Halloween. Do you do Halloween, PQ?
I don't really know. Did when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Why do you have Vermont reload? It's actually worse than Vermont reload, but I think it's because we can one-shot shields. Let's try. I'm gonna remove this Des Moines shield.
I'm gonna one-shot the Battleship. I hope.
Yeah, you can one-shot shields. I guess that's the point.
One-shot the Battleship. So the gimmick is one-shot the shields, and then you use your pulsar, I guess?
Oh yeah, I forgot I have that one.
So I guess if you're guaranteed to one-shot the shield, you wait until your pulsar thing is about to hit, and then you just one-shot the shield and kill the ship
But you know
outright.
what? You only one-shot the shield. So on Des Moines, you have to use 2 guns to one-shot the shield. And then on the Republic, you can completely one-shot the shield with 3 guns. And then the Destroyer, you only have to hit him once. So you either go 2-shot on the Des Moines and then 1-shot on the DD to eliminate 2 shields, I guess, in one go. Yeah, but I'm pretty much anti-shield, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you have to rely on your friends to do
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah, I want to do damage myself.
Oh yeah, I have secondaries.
I'm gonna eliminate the Republic shield, I think.
Oh, the secondaries actually do pretty good damage.
Okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
Instantly.
And then you get the photons off?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you just nuke it?
No, but there's a Des Moines in the way.
GG.
But yeah, you're smart. If I actually make use of all the resources I have, it's pretty fucking good. Damn.
Yeah,
If I actually
maybe.
use the ship
The ship
with all
works.
its ammo types available, it's pretty smart.
Nice.
There
Okay.
it is. There
You
it
got the
goes.
ping
The ping
out?
goes. Pink.
Oh, I might have yoinked.
No.
I'm sorry.
fuck
I'm sorry.
yoinked it?
I'm sorry.
I wonder who yoinked it, man. Who was that?
sorry, Malta.
Hey, who was then?
I'm
Who
so
was that
sorry,
guy,
bro.
You think? Who was that guy who just made me turn off the shield and instantly took my target?
I'm so sorry.
Interesting. That's amazing, man.
Oh wait, I don't go
it's
dark.
okay.
Whoops.
There's an indication of combustion, by the way. Thanks. Amazing. That's how they should do it in randoms when you get lit on fire by 500 people. You're lit on combustion. Wow. PQ sold 80k damage from me, man.
I stole a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. There's an indication of combustion on the ship. Really? Is there?
Good to know.
I couldn't tell. Is that a subscription to my channel?
You got a sub?
go!
Let's go.
Cremo
Huge.
was subscription. Oh, he said he got 850k in the enterprise. We love to see him.
That's big.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Bang! Fuck, someone else got it again. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unplayable matches. GG.
I'm
Everyone's
sorry, that one
griefing.
was intentional.
Everyone is griefing.
I'm sorry, that one was a little intentional.
Which one? The one before?
This second one, I'm sorry.
There's a second one?
That was me too.
Oh my god, what a fucking... Wow. Wow. Wow, I love playing this game mode with PQ, man. It's really fun. He just
thanks-
basically
thanks for
fucking
playing,
played
Malta, I appreciate
Shield
it.
Predictor.
I appreciate it, Malta. It's fun.
This guy got 24 kills with Enterprise, bro. We love to see it. I love that ship, bro. That ship's
Oh wait, we're about
crazy.
to lose 2 caps though. Rip. I don't think there's anything we can do.
It's okay. I only needed 3 stars, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, look, they left. Ha!
Oh,
Wow,
let's
the
go.
bots allowed us to play.
Big.
Wow, the bots are allowing me to play more than actually PQ is. That's crazy. Wild.
Yeah.
Problem solved, sir. I'm insane at WoWs, bro.
You
This is why
are.
we run Verizon 500 years ago, you know? Because we're so good. PQ, what do you think?
I agree.
We insane at WoWs. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy, okay? Fuck you, alright? I'm
Yeah.
gonna get him.
Smoke screen set.
Go! Go, 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 go! Go!
What? To the bombardment distance.
They missed!
There's
Oh.
no way.
There's no way. No. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way.
My.
There's no way.
There's no way that just happened.
Our simulation of Vulcan continues.
Holy. That is
Oh
so
my God.
funny.
We didn't.
Yo,
Yeah,
Malta,
they have
thank you for
everything.
helping me, assisting me to my best game yet. 721,000 damage.
Jesus.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's stealing my fucking damage, this guy, man. This fucking guy, bro. I can't believe it, man.
That's pretty good. So I think you can probably tell I'm having a pretty good time with this game mode. It is so much fun. Again, playing with Malta is such a great time. And if you want to, you really should go follow Malta. Links will be in the description down below. And if you're interested in the more live content, the second YouTube channel, PQ Live, has you covered. I do stream over there on YouTube if you're not interested in Twitch. And every once in a while, if I get around to it, I do upload some highlights. That game was originally going to be a highlight, but I thought it was so good I had to just include it in this video. It's so fun, man. It is just so much fun. But here is where you get to. If you didn't know, we can go from random battles, just the standard port. I think you can pick here, or you can just click on the Borg invasion. Gets you here. And you will have 3 options. You won't have the Enterprise to start with. So you can pick any of these ships and just hit battle, straight up. That's all you really got to do, especially early on. There's nothing you can do here in the equipment tab, not at all. Over here is rewards, also up here. And this is how you're going to unlock upgrades to your ships. And it's confusing because you don't really know how. And when you unlock the upgrades, the modules, you can't actually buy them. There's 2 different things. There's 1, unlocking the module set, and 2 is actually buying the upgrade for your ship. So here, I would have to buy it for 10 tokens, right? I don't have 10 tokens right now, and so I can't get this second gun upgrade. So on this account here, I only have this 1 gun upgrade, and that's the one I would recommend you go for. This is the crazy 1.1 second reload madness on a destroyer. What's nice though is on every other ship, you buy 1, you get that upgrade. So as annoying as it is to grind out the currency for this, at least you don't have to buy each individual upgrade on every ship. You just get that tier on each ship, which is cool to see. I believe Enterprise comes fully upgraded when you unlock it, so there is that to deal with as well. One criticism, I guess, for Wargaming is making it a little more obvious how that works, maybe showing where this currency is. Like, I can't even tell how much of this currency I have. It'd be nice to see that. It just shows here. The other thing that would be nice is a little more information on how these systems compare to one another. You know, I can't click on these as a drop down. You know, if we go back to the standard game, it's really nice to have the option here, at least in the main game. I I don't know what ship I will select. Let's just click on gearing, I suppose. But look, if I go to torpedoes here, I can see what their stats are. And if I go up here and I look, I can click on these and it'll tell me the differences when I hover over it. These bars are not a great metric to go by the way. But here, if I look at it, it'll tell me, oh, I lost 6 kilometers of range, but I gain 1,000 damage and I gain 11 seconds of reload. It's a trade-off there. I can see the difference there. It's a much better UI, where in this Star Trek event, I don't see that. That would be another criticism, I suppose, as well as just generally making it a little more clear on how you get these rewards. These stars are acquired through playing the game. As you get a 5-star operation, you get 5 stars, and that will get you some amount of levels. Here at level 15, you can see I need 4 stars to complete the level. I've already got 2 from a previous time, and that'll get me another 10 star tokens. But you got to get to level 9 to really buy anything. That's the first time you get star tokens, so not the biggest fan of that, I gotta say. I wish it was when you unlock the module set, you just got to slot it on your ship. I don't see the reason why we have multiple currencies here in a free-to-play mode that is relatively player-friendly. I think this is too much friction for a mode that you want people to just jump in and play and have a good time, right? At least that's the idea. Maybe this is the way you want people to grind it for longer periods of time, but then I would just say make these modules a little further down the track and make it obvious when you unlock them, maybe. That would be my criticism for it. These missions or these rewards will unlock next week, I guess. 11 days, actually 2 weeks from now, I suppose, or close to it. And then the final rewards unlock in 25 days, at least from when I'm recording this. Most of these rewards, though, are purely for this event. So as you unlock these collectibles, I suppose, the idea is you're gaining these battle bonuses to just slot in on your ships. Big upgrades, especially the ones that are going to give you consumable reload time. So how you deal with those is as you gain collectibles, you go over to the equipment and over here. This is where you get the upgrade. So I just unlocked one and I can just slot it. And it seems like you can slot as many as you want. I'm not sure if the ones in the same row here will conflict with each other. Don't know yet. And as you slot different upgrades to your ship, you actually get different bonuses. Maybe it shows on the DD. Yeah, I guess so. Like this changes here. At least there's some things showing it change. The hull upgrades, I believe, show a little bit more. So if I look at hull number 2, suddenly we get like an adrenaline rush type buff. The secondaries change. They become 9-kilometer secondaries instead of like 15-kilometer secondaries. And they fire a lot faster, but you don't have the range. So you get an engine boost now, whereas before you didn't. You lose this upgrade. So it's cool to have different modules. I really, really like this idea where we have different upgrades for the ship, and one isn't strictly better than the other as far as feedback goes. I think this is really, really cool. Back in the base game, there's very few ships where it feels like, yes, there is a direct, there's multiple options you can take. Maybe Shima is an option, right? Like you could run the F3s if you wanted to, or the 12s. Gearing as well. There's some options with torpedoes, but let's be honest here. When you're grinding through the game, generally, all the upgrades are just purely better than the ones that came before them. I'm trying to find a good example here. Iowa, for example. Let's take that one, right? You're never going to slot A hull once you unlock B hull. You're never going to use the range upgrade mod 1. You're going to do mod 2, right? Like, it's just always better. And I think that's fine for progression, right? But as far as alternate game modes and that, and maybe ships coming in the future, I don't know. Somehow balancing them around. Oh, you can view other ships here. I didn't realize. Okay, neat. You can actually slot different upgrades on ships. That'd be cool. It's certainly very fun and interesting in this game mode, I gotta say. And if you're wondering, there are multiple ports actually. So if you click Turbo Lift, it's purely visual. You can't actually do anything from them, like the upgrades and that. But hey, look at that. We're back in the first event port as far as we're on the bridge here. And you can still click through and see the old one. But again, you can't actually see the ship's modules and customize it, or even go into battle from here. That would have been nice to see. We did have that in the previous event, that you could just access all this stuff from other ones. depending on the port that you liked. But overall, it's a really, really solid game mode. I've, again, just been... I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I hope you guys are too. Whether or not that lasts, how long that lasts, I don't know, but I really am surprised how much I'm enjoying the PvE modes that they released recently, the alternate game modes. It's a nice break from random battles, and for the most part, a little bit less saltiness and toxicity in the PvE modes. It can still happen, but it's much more chill and relaxed. I'm very happy to see Wargaming expanding this part of the game, as I think for a lot of people, it's nice to just chill with the buddies and, you know, crack open a beer in the evening and just have a good time without worrying about random battles and all the kind of try-harding people tend to do in that, myself included. This is nice. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.